and so it's like little pieces of cotton are just flying over all the time. Very typical that happens like a couple of days around springtime every year. Also, the heat's really picked up. Like, the roof is like actually giving off heat wave distortion. Don't know if the camera can pick up on that, but I can see that with the naked eye. So yeah, it's really nice and warm out there. Warm enough for me to be in a t-shirt and shorts. But yeah, beautiful day. A great day for like a forest walk or something like that. So you have a bit of shade. You're not cooking all the time, but you could like walk out in the sun just to enjoy the heat of it. Beautiful day out there. Right, it is Sunday, the 27th of April, 2025. Temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Nice. I guess the predictions did indeed come true. Got a couple of sunny, warm few days. Right, 20 degrees Celsius, 39% humidity, 0% precipitation. Sorry. Low wind to 5 kilometers an hour. Right. Sunny as they come Sunday. Yeah, yesterday was also kind of a nice day. The weather did persist to be the way that it was. And yeah, I kind of spent like my evening over at Discord, the Earth Awakening guys. And like they're very welcoming, so like I really enjoy being there. They're good moderators, very reasonable. Clutch was there too and got in a bit of a spat once I basically started getting loud, when some other person like literally just started to be very disruptive. But I mean, yeah, the mods were not buying it. So I really like that server. They actually offered me to be part of the show if I wanted to. Like, I could theoretically just open Discord, see if anybody's there. I mean, I don't know if they are. Most of those guys are United States, and it is going to be very early for them. Like right now there's a couple of people in there. But usually around this time they're not very active. Right, but I could basically at some point just ask for a specific day, and then like, hey, could you guys be on that day? I'll add you to the show, and then I could have like a conversational show with guys from Earth Awakenings, which is like very stimulating to me, because those guys are very smart, very well spoken, and they know how to ask good questions. So they really get me going. Like the thing that I often have issues with on my show, because there's so little interaction, It's like I don't have anybody to reflect off of, so it's just me rolling out whatever's coming up on the inside. But with them I could like really get into themes and all that. And they are into like all the things that I'm into, like flat earths. They're open for alternative ideas in that sense, and the rectangular looping system, and keep hearing me out about celestials too. Yesterday, like one of the guys there had a really good idea actually. It's like one of the first ideas that gives me some kind of practical idea about how the celestial sky could potentially be the way they are. Like how a non-local holographic angular manifestation thing could sort of be done. Like a potential technological lead to it, which is like the very first time that anybody's ever come up with something that actually gave me a clue to a way that it could be done. and I mean literally that's the first. So they basically brought up lenticular lenses, which is like a technique that's used for like hologram paper. So you like shift the angle to it and then it reveals like a different image. Well, it can theoretically, with enough depth, be used to give a full-blown 3D environmental background picture. And if it works like a monitor, it's not just a piece of paint, but it's like regulatable monitor thing that is being lenticularly lensed, then you could potentially have a celestial sky exactly how it works, and like none of the lights would have actual distances. It's just a way that it could you could physically emulate something like that. You can have a room, and I mean the monitor would have to have actual energy output, but you could get pretty close to creating non-local holograms that just follow you around as you move. And it's a fascinating idea that there's even a lead to it now. So that was pretty brilliant insight from Jeremy. He came with that. And like there have been advances of that technology to the point where it seems like technologically you could have a monitor screen that is per default 3D. Like completely. So it's like you have a monitor screen, and when you activate it to be lenticularly lensed, it would literally be able to, you could just animate like a room and it would be looking into a window that is like 3D. Like it would literally look 3D completely as you're just looking at it. Like that is already right now in the technological range of possibilities with this specific optical lens technique. 3-dimensional light field display through lenticular lensing. And like, whoa, kind of a big deal. Definitely a sign that the holographic age that I had envisioned in my vision in the dark world, that it might be right around the corner. Because like 3D holographic screens and all that were like a very noted part. Something that I really took note of when I was experiencing it and I'm fascinated by. Like, this is amazing. Part of the reason why in the original historical timeline description I called the current age the holographic age. It's because we're all just being fooled. Different reality is being imposed upon us top down. Remnants of the ancient world is being erased to make it seem like that never happened. And literal holograms. Like holographic technology. Of which there is some around already being used and all that. But at some point it would like just be standardized. Could you imagine just like getting a monitor and it's like, oh, for a little bit more expensive one that has like a literal 3D function. Like who needs 3D goggles when you can just have a passive stationary screen that is just 3D and you can literally like look around it and just see a shape like it's a collage. I mean, that sounds amazing to me. Like it would turn 3D gaming into just literal 3D. And you wouldn't need to wear freaking goggles shit. It's clumsy and all kinds of issues. You wouldn't need to wear some kind of polarized glasses. Right? We had that phase like over a decade ago. You could just look at the screen and the screen itself would just be a hologram. Like you're looking at an animated hologram piece of paper. But very deep, not just, oh, three pictures you can see from different angles. No, like tons of different detailed ways that it's being displayed from different angles, all mounting up to being actual 3D. Like it's already technologically possible, and I bet they're like developing that shit right now. It might like not even take another decade before something like this just starts to come onto the market. It's my prediction. Since there's already like just fully developed papers about this technology. Right, so yeah, something interesting to start out the show with. Actual technology. My mind was blown about this yesterday. Right? I mean, having a 3D window screen as a monitor is also like just one step away of being able to create a full-blown holographic room, like a holodeck, but only for the background. So you could like be in a room and the room is just a room surrounded, like literally 3D visually surrounded by whatever you program it to be surrounding, right? So you could literally have a room in the middle of a jungle. You'd be surrounded by jungle and trees and sun and everything and animals going around and all kinds of magical things. And it would literally just have total depth of view. So you can walk around in the room and like really like, whoa, what is that? And it just looks like you think like a flower could be like right there in front of you, and you could feel like you could grab it, but then you hit the screen, can't actually grab it. So that's right around the corner, which is close to an actual Star Trek like holodeck experience as you can get. The only thing that's missing is like actual 3D animated holograms as they use as a concept within the Star Trek franchise, within holodecks. I mean, we're not gonna get there very quick, like tangible holograms, like, oh yeah, oh sure, yeah, good luck. But completely 3D depth hologram background, that's basically right around the corner, I feel. It might already be applied. they might already be kind of like fooling around with it and do trickery. I mean, if you're gonna supposedly go into space, it would be extremely handy to have technology specifically like that to surround a capsule, for example, in which you want your supposed space travelers to be. Now you have like a holodeck background on the outside that they could be looking at, and it would be like just real because it had depth and everything. Like, they might already be using something like this and just not telling anybody. Who knows? You know how much the NASA people and all that like to trick everybody with technology. Their overlay 3D, right, when they're supposedly in the ISS floating. They love to have these 3D objects that they're just grabbing and then letting go, and oh, it's so real. Well, that's kind of obviously trickery, but you can establish they love to try such things out. Since they do love to try such things out, they might already be using holographic background for certain stunts. Who knows? Something to wonder about, something to speculate about, and look out for, too. Right. So yeah, I thought that was kind of fascinating. Should put it in the title already. Alright. So yeah, if you're liking this stream and this subject, don't forget to Rogan's it up. Right, holographic age has arrived. Lenticular lens-based 3D screens and full background holodecks. Yeah. And a first technological thing that could lead to actually being able to explain how the non-local holographic angular manifestations are being experienced the way they are. Potentially. I mean, it could be a dead lead, but I mean, it's like the first ever lead to try to physically justify the non-local holographic angular manifestations. The first time ever, besides like, oh, it's coming from the fifth dimension, right? I mean, it's funny saying that, but it is kind of a hippy-dippy answer, of course. Any physicist would be aware of, but the mathematicians might fall for it. Or be convinced. But yeah, to actually justify non-locality, apparent non-locality, well, you'd have to have some kind of 3D effect, and lenticular lenses could be the start of attempting to explain something like that. What I'm basically saying is that lenticular lens technology could potentially create an apparent non-local holographic angular manifestation type light technologically. And I never thought we would get to such a point too. So even to see that there is a potential possibility of doing it is blowing my mind. Because I never thought there would be anything like that. I never realized that. So kudos to the Earth Awakenings guys. Like, there's some really good thinkers in there. And I really appreciate that they are so welcoming to me. Right. And there's, by the way, like people from military intelligence, like active duty in there too. Which was like, what? Okay. It's like, yeah, I believe in the globe, but it's very well worth listening to these flat earthers. They have really interesting ideas. And like, huh. Well, can't disagree with that. So yeah, that's something. Yeah, so I had a great day yesterday. Also had a bit of chocolate, which I really was yearning for a while. And that certainly hit the spot when I ate that. Alright, let me post some links. Here's a wiki to lenticular lens basics. It's a good place to start. And then there was another article from Science Direct about more advanced technology. And I'm sure there's even stuff that's even further developed. I mean, I can imagine at this point that they can basically create a surface with like a special type of micro lens in there that will literally be able to then, from based on any angle approach, using like refraction lens distortion, to literally have a giant range of possibilities of different imagery. So, like a crystal, you're looking at something that has all these micro lenses that can like wave out to specific type of sights that are all behind that lens in micro, and then you basically multiply that by enormous amounts, put it in the monitor system, make it'll all become like extremely compact. And then you have like a monitor that is basically like, let's just say 30 monitor screens all fractal put into like this lens system, so that it has like 30 different monitor angle viewing displays from different viewing angles, creating like the potential to program full 3D sites. Somebody is left the fire on, fire alarm somewhere. It's neighbors. Oh, it usually happens with the neighbors. Just put pot on the fire and then leave the kitchen, and yeah, then shit happens. Never learn. Some people just never learn with that. Right. So yeah, that's something I had to share. Ah, somebody's making pancakes. Great. still have a really good dinner on the schedule for tonight. Like a one portion steak. Just like great because it's very expensive, so you don't want to have like multiple portions, it's too much. But yeah, I mean, every now and then I really want to eat steak, especially around springtime, because it just does a whole bunch for my body when I do that. I'm looking forward to that. Then, because it's become kind of a rare thing to eat such meats for obvious reasons. So now I basically eat it like a couple of times a year. I think last year I had it like 2 times in total. And this would be the first time for me this year. Anyhow, hope everybody's out there is having a great day. Hope you're appreciating the show and the subject. I mean, this is like the first actual progress that involves figuring out details about my model that I've had in a while. That's relevant. Because, I mean, I might have like looping ideas like, oh, a circle, a disc that loops in on itself, like a giant cog system. Like, that was an idea, but it's not really relevant because it's extremely unlikely, just because something like that could be possible in theory if you accept the possibility of looping dynamics. But I mean, it's not going to be something we're going to bump into. But this, however, is like the first lead to like more tangibly figuring out non-local holographic angular manifestations, the celestial lights that stare us in the face every day of our lives. So I'm very enthusiastic about that discovery. Right. Also, I was watching more on my lunch break, and I mean, that channel is starting to make me kind of depressed. But it's just by being confronted by the truth. I mean, they're basically showing that there's a group out there, and they ride on wars. They use wars as an excuse to basically raid museums and just destroy history, like purely like an assault on the mind of people. It's pure cultural destruction. It's not even addressed, it's not even justified, and it is like immeasurably criminal. And I'm trying to figure out what that group is. Like, is it like what is it specifically? And when did they start doing that? Like, is it like the Skull and Bones organization, since those guys do specifically seem to be involved in that kind of thing? Is it them? Does it have to do with Trotskyite following? Were the Jacobins into it? I don't think specifically the Jacobins. The Jesuits certainly have a lot of direct interest in it not coming to the surface, so they would at least acquiesce to destruction projects like that. They would help organize and allow it to happen, because they were like the original rewriters of history, once they kind of started doing that with Europe during the theocracy. But I'm still having trouble like pinpointing like who exactly is doing this. Like, who is actually to blame? What organization specifically could we isolate, address, and then make them stop? Because it's already out. Like, it's already out. The entire reason why they'd be doing like literally destroying history would only to erase it from people's minds. But I mean, through the internet age, it's already out. And all that continuing what they do would cause is just make all the wounds that they have created more visible. And the essential response of exacting justice more heavy. That's all it would do. It will all just pull them further into their inevitable doom, because the time of trying to hide the real past in favor of the fake history that we've been told, like, it has to be over. Like, end. Right? I mean, if they want like a certain standard of how to live and how to have social lives, and that's what do you call it? Secularism. Like, I'm not against secularism in that sense. Even if they want to be part of like supposed space program fakery, I'm okay with that. But the destroying history, like, it has to end. It absolutely must end. They must stop doing it. They must stop secretly bombing. Like, oh, we needed to get that one guy. No, you didn't. You were literally just looking for an excuse to blow up a subterranean complex that was like created by ancient creatures. Like, that's what you were doing. There's no other damn reason to do it. Just blowing up ancient heritage. That's what's happening a lot. And like, the US government seems to be right in the middle of typically doing that. Although communist Chinese government has also been involved, right? And the Turkish government has been involved, and like that entire region, Egypt has done that. Like, a lot of countries have been involved in doing that. And in the more recent few decades, it's been like a lot of US destroying architectural sites around the world, like using some stupid excuse. I mean, technically, like, the Gaza region had underground complexes too, vast ones. And I mean, you can't blame the Palestinians for actually trying to hide in there. But they just destroyed all of it. They just completely destroyed all that ancient stuff. And like, they don't care. They just annihilated everything. The people and the ancient site. Like, just total destruction. Merciless, absolute destruction of everything. It's got to stop. So maybe it is in a way Israel somehow, that group of Israel. I'm not even going to call it Jews. It's just like the Israelites, new Israelites, whatever the fuck it is, the people that are just all about Israel being in control. Is it them? We certainly like to be involved in that sort of thing, destruction of ancient past. They never give any damn recognition to what it actually is, ever. So, who is actually doing it? What group specifically is the one that's at the front of doing it? Or which different groups share this supposed deal that they're all like agreeing with? Like, yeah, we all gotta like destroy the past in favor of fake history. Who's deciding upon it? Who's coordinating it? I want it to stop. Like, this is like a covert war. It's a war on our minds. It's like a war on the ancients and what they left us, what they had to tell us. Well, things that we can learn about ourselves, where we come from, what really happened in the past. And a certain controlling group that is kind of hard to pinpoint specifically is destroying all that in between supposed wars, right? So the war is on the surface. We get to hear about it, like, oh, they're warring this, that, oh, they blew up a bunker. Like, Now every time it's like, oh, they blew up a bunker, did they? Is there some footage of it from the distance? Oh, it doesn't really look like a bunker? Well, then they probably just blew up another archaeological site. Because that seems to be like the primary objective of all these war projects. It's just to fucking destroy architectural sites. The more I'm starting to see this, the more I'm just thinking that like the entirety of war is all just a ruse, just to have an excuse to destroy architectural sites. Like that is like their primary objective sometimes. It seems. If they cared even the least bit, like they wouldn't use like large scale bombs. Because those are like rock shattering, cave destroying type of bombs. Like you wouldn't need that to get rid of people. So that's all very telling. So yeah, in that sense, wars may be even worse than they already seem. The people that engage with coordinated war have other agendas, and one of those agendas are destroy the ancient past. And I mean, the ancient past is all over the world. Like they have sites buried under the ground, like absolutely everywhere. So the world is riddled with them, but I mean, if we just leave control in those people's hands, they are gonna literally destroy all of it everywhere. They're gonna blow up absolutely every Tartarian building there ever was. All of it. They don't give a fuck. They want to destroy all of it. Like, doesn't matter how unbelievably beautiful it is. How certain things are like miracles to behold, and like nobody could ever make anything like that. They'll just freaking blow it up with a push of a button. Just like that. And it's just an unbelievable crime that that's happening. And it's like still ongoing, like potentially right now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like there's tons of that sort of stuff in Ukraine too, and it is getting completely annihilated now. Right? And it's even hard to object because of the egregious nature of that war over there, like how the Ukrainians are programmed to act. And then like, can you blame him? But basically, yeah, if they're gonna use large bombs to blow up ancient buildings, even if you just call it collateral damage, I mean, that is like a crime. I just don't know really how to designate it yet. Maybe you could call it crimes against the past. Right? You have crimes against humanity, and you could argue crimes against the past, like destroying the ancients, destroying their legacy. Like that, it should be a crime. That would equate like crimes against humanity. That would equate like human genocide, which is also horrendous. But like destroying irreplaceable ancient architecture is just unbelievably evil. And I'm very concerned about it. Like, I want that to stop, and I want those people to basically be removed. I want that spirit that's like doing that. All the people that tap into it, I want it removed. They can never have control over anything ever again. just must not be allowed to happen. It must be like exposed. Like make freaking monuments that will tell it. Like all over the world. Like there used to be ancient architecture from a previous civilization. Here's what it kind of looks like. And there's people that have actively blown it up. I want monuments all over the world that say that prove that show it. Like everywhere. So it's like, yeah, nobody's gonna make anybody fucking forget about this again. You're not gonna sneak it back in. I want it to be culturally upfronted. I want it to be full mainstream, like total declassification. Like history is wrong. It's provably wrong. And I want it to become mainstream. I want that shit to end forever. No more fake history story. No more fake timeline. No more in favor of evolution nonsense view on how things work. Because that's also part of that. And it just needs to end permanently. Right? And that'll leave us with, okay, so the past was full of those things and they built things and we don't know how and it's a mystery to us. And it's like, yeah. And that's fucking the bottom line. Like, yeah, there is a mystery. It was super diverse. We don't know anything about it. And that's fucking final. Oh, it doesn't resolve? There's all these question marks that remain unsolved? Well, too fucking bad. Deal with it. You don't know, we don't know, but we know it was there. And nobody's gonna fucking hide it from anybody ever again. So they could secretly blow it up and remove it from our consciousness. Like, the past is the past. It's not how the history says. It's provably different. And stop fucking erasing it. And the ones that keep doing that should be rounded up. And put in a very special, secure place. Especially the high-ups ones that are involved with that. Like Rumsfeld, apparently key player in it. Like, besides industrially poisoning people with chemical warfare agents, aspartame, right? He's also part of historical site destruction projects. Like blowing up all that stuff in Iraq. Like he could be directly pointed at as being responsible for that. So that's like Trotskyite roots. Like the Bushes were probably involved with that. Well, they have to be held responsible and disabled from becoming capable of ever doing anything like that again. Right? On top of frickin' crimes against humanity, which they've also provenly done. But I want it to be added. I want crimes against the past, crimes against ancient architecture. I want it to be a noted, punishable thing, like crimes against humanity. I want it to become a thing that becomes standard and specific, right? Crimes against the past would not be, oh, they tore down my SJW themed church or something that was like built recently. Like that, no, that's not part of that. Jacobins, yeah, you're not gonna do that shit. No, actual ancient buildings that are provably ancient. And I mean, it's everywhere. So Doesn't mean it has to all open up to the public, so anybody could just go in there and get lost, because I mean, you're gonna get lost in these tunnel systems because they are vast and they're usually very big everywhere, and like you will get lost in there. So it's not like, oh, just open, we have to open up to the public, anybody could get in there. No, but no more trying to pretend it's something else or pretending that it's not what it really is. Secure it. You don't want to get kids get lost in there. You don't want to get criminal weirdos like secretly doing shit in there, creepy shit. But do not destroy it, and do not pretend like it doesn't exist or something else. Like, why don't we just actually treat it like archaeological sites? Right? And I mean, until these past destroyers are gone, I'd say, oh wow, we just found another tomb in some country in Africa or whatever. Oh, we found another amazing tomb. Oh, we got all this. Yeah, how about you keep the fucking media out of there? You literally, like, designate a secret location. A bunker. That, like, literally nobody knows about. And that's where you then store those artifacts. Yeah, so literally nobody knows where it is. Because if you do it out in the open, like Iraq, well, guess what's gonna happen? Some stupid ass nonsense war suddenly gonna happen. A bunch of soldiers gonna run in and literally smash it all. Yeah? So how about you don't just openly display the precious ancient goods in a vulnerable state where they could just be destroyed by these fucking scum. Yeah? Stop doing that. Keep it a fucking secret. Oh, we found an ancient tomb. Like, yeah, shut the fuck up! Don't fucking talk about it or you'll lose your fucking head. Yeah? No talking about it. Keep it a fucking secret. Yeah? Enough! Yeah, you're not gonna be famous by it. You're just gonna contribute to the destruction of the find by doing that. Yeah? Enough. The world does not have to know of another discovery. Fuck the world. Yeah? How about helping to secure how the world works and prevent these scumbags from actually just going out and destroying these sites before you start opening them up to the media? How about that? Yeah, you discover some ancient thing, you keep it a goddamn secret. Yeah, and make sure nobody leaks that fucking secret too. Yeah, don't get any organization involved in it either. Like, keep it local. Do not fucking get any Freemasons into it. Or some museum organization. Like, none of those can be trusted. You have to keep it local, you have to keep it secret. And if all possible, like, literally close off the place yourself. Like, not a freaking official construction group. Like, you with bricks and mortar do it yourself without ever having told any group out there or registering it. Just freaking close it off, cover it up, that people won't stumble into it, and then at some point one day it would probably be safe to officially discover. But not now. Because if you bump into something like that and it's like, whoa, oh, you want to be famous? Oh, well, you're going to be famous over discovering something that is then inevitably going to be destroyed. Yeah, so your fame is then leached off the destruction of valuable ancient things. So don't fucking do it. Don't be a satanic scumbag. Keep it a fucking secret. Make sure no organizations out there get wind of it. Ever. Protect the ancient sites when you bump into it. Do not share it. protect them, cover it up, make sure others can't stumble onto it. Yeah, and keep it local. Don't involve any official organizations of any kind. Like, they can't be trusted. They are going to leak it. They'll help keep it a secret and then still pass on the information about its existence to these freaking maniacs that seek out to destroy it. Yeah? Do not get any organizations involved. Just keep it local. Make sure it doesn't get discovered. That's my recommendation. For now. Until that organization of people that keeps doing that has been rounded up and removed. Until it becomes actually safe to expose the ancient things to the world. Without risk of having them be destroyed for it. Right. So yeah. There's that. Should definitely add that to the title. Right. So yeah, big title in total. Maybe we should cut it down a little bit. Holographic age has arrived. Lenticular lens-based 3D screens and full background holodecks. And keep discovery of ancient sites secret and local to avoid its... I would put its in there. To avoid inevitable destruction. Oh, it's been a very inspired show today. Despite nobody appearing in the chat just yet. But I don't need them to, because I got plenty to talk about. If you're liking the show, don't forget to Rogan's it up. Smoke on the balcony while the sun's still hitting the balcony. And the weather is just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, my lunch break channel is like, it's getting really intense. I really wonder where they're gonna take it entirely. Like, it almost feels like they're building up for like a massive large-scale lawsuit of some kind, and I'm like all for it. Like, I'm into it. I want this shit to be stopped. I want this group to stop destroying the ancient sites, and I'm like really sick of learning like all these places they've just destroyed. Like even during my lifetime, I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm sick to learn that it keeps happening. It's almost like a yearly thing, and it needs to end. And I also not just needs to end. I want the group that's doing it. I want their conspiracy to be exposed to the point where it's like individually admitted that they have decided to do such things, and then be grievously punished for it. Tribunals. And I mean, well, first we need the COVID tribunals, and like, yeah, of course, sure. But, crimes against humanity, I get it, sure. But crimes against the past also needs to happen. Like, that needs to be established. Needs to be a warning sign, like, into the future, like, do not destroy these ancient sites. Do not dare to fucking demolish and blow them up. Like, they are cultural heritage. They are invaluable, irreplaceable. Like, you can't just take it for granted or pretend it doesn't exist and then let it be destroyed. Like, no. Absolutely not. Right. We also talked about Bigfoot yesterday on Earth Awakening, which was hilarious. Somebody thought to bring it up as a joke question, and then we had a really serious discussion about it. It's just great. Love it. But Bigfoot may just be another one of these ancient remnants of an ancient mysterious people, which there apparently used to be tons of different human adjacent people, or humanoid, Bible, blah, 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 whatever the fuck, man. It's just, humans are just not the only species. Just get the fuck over it already. an hour, just me talking. Hope everybody appreciates the show. After not a lot of live viewers, that's fine. It is Sunday morning in the US, so ooh, got 2 rodents. Cool. Right. So yeah, if somebody's gonna show up in the chat, I might just have a show beyond just my first hour talking. Otherwise, I'll probably just round out the show soon. We'll see. I'll hang around for a bit. Right, so I guess nobody's gonna show up. Well, it's gonna be a short show then. I mean, I don't mind. It's been interesting. Thanks everyone for coming or watching. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you like the show. If you don't, well, yeah, no worries about it. Still gonna keep going even if you don't like it. If you do like it, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me a super chat over at the Rumble live chat when I'm live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I still need it. Mostly for food. I mean, right now I'm okay, but in 2 weeks I'm gonna probably have shortage of funds again. No doubt. I do my best to be as efficient as I can with what I got, but like, I know the game by now. I know how this works. I will be needing some support at least, like halfway the month, as usual. Alright, so any support that you can share, like through PayPal, would be vastly appreciated. Right, so anyway. I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2274 on a Monday. Hope to see you all then, and hope some people maybe show up in the chat. That would be great. Don't know if I'm going to be that inspired as I am today, but I mean, maybe I will. We'll see. But anyway, everybody have a great rest of this Sunday. Hope you got nice weather like I do. I'm certainly going to enjoy this. Beautiful weather. Have a great day. Enjoy the springtime, and until the next video, keep it flat. But seriously, the timing of that is just so typical. Anyway, how are you doing, Flatter Sage? Hope you got nice weather too. I had a very good first hour of the show, very inspired, so definitely recommend you go watch that if you want to see something interesting. But it's all in the title, pretty much. And the links, but I posted those in like the early bird chat as well, so you could always find the links back in there. Hello, Carrots of Fire. Oh. Yeah, my lunch break has been really onto it recently. It makes me wonder, like, it almost seems like it's gonna amount to some kind of big lawsuit or something. I'm really curious where they're gonna take it all. But yeah, they are exposing tons of these destruction projects. It's becoming more prevalent. That means. Don't understand that saying. Letter Sage. I'd love to have an elaborate conversation, but it's not really not happening, I feel. But I mean, thanks for saying hello and showing up, though. I appreciate that. But I'm kind of already like done rolling it all out. Kind of amazing things that are at the secret sites. Yeah, like at this point, Letter Sage, I'm so sick of the destruction, like I don't even want to know. I want it all to be kept completely secret so that at least it won't get destroyed. Right? And then when these ancient past destroyers are all stopped and removed and routed, as it were, then I'll be like, okay, open up the sites, let's take a look through all of it. Let's figure out the ancient past as like a massive world project where everybody just like it's safe to actually go through it and like suggest what the ancient past really, what happened with every location. Like what right now, I mean, these destroyers are still out there, and so yeah, you get, oh look, we discovered this, and then you open up to the public and then like you show it all on a display. It's like, yeah, that's just ripe to be destroyed, and that's exactly what ends up happening. Mammoth Cave, no doubt. What, you're not here today? No. Yeah, Letter Stage. I mean, and no doubt. Right. But my point is like, I don't even want to hear about it anymore. Like, I don't want to hear about, oh, we found another site. Like, shut the fuck up and keep it a goddamn secret. Do not expose more ancient things to the internet, to the public. Like, do not expose it. All it does is basically put it on a destruction list. Don't fucking do it anymore. Leave it alone. Like, seal it off with mortar and brick. Like, do it just with your local 3 guys or whatever is necessary, and do not fucking tell anybody. Do not talk of what you found. Just shut it off. Make sure nobody accidentally bumps into it anymore, and like, do not tell anybody about it. Just leave it alone. Yeah? And then at some point in the future, then maybe it's safe to basically open it up to the public. But not now. Because all that does is give you your temporary tiny little bit of fame, and then it gets put on a destruction list, and then some stupid geopolitical nonsense happens, and there supposedly is a temporary war, and they blow it up. That's what happens now. Yeah? So don't be egotistical and want to be famous asshole. Keep it a secret. Close it off. Like, leave it alone. Because there are still thousands of these places to be discovered everywhere. You're gonna bump into it accidentally. Do not fucking bring it up in public. Leave it alone. Close it off. Do not bring larger organization or companies into it. Keep it local, keep it secret, and just make sure it doesn't get put on the destruction list like everything else that's being discovered. That's my current position about these things. Like, enough already. We know it's there. Do not open it up. This is not the time for it. It's only gonna get destroyed. Yeah, bringing it out in the open doesn't prevent it from secretly, because they're just gonna find some other excuse and then just blow it up without even saying why. Yeah, they just do it. Yeah, opening it up to the public does not protect it at all. Only keeping it completely secret will protect it. That's what you have to do when you discover it. And better would be to just not even go out and look for it. And if you have some weird fame hunter of these kinds of sites that just wants media attention, just wants more likes, more fame, dudes, frickin' get in their way. Stop them. And tell them why. Tell them why you're stopping them. That in their egotistical longing for fame, they are contributing to the destruction of it. Stop them. Research of the site yourself in secret. Well, if you insist. But I mean, what if your research then gets discovered? Then it's known again. So yeah, you could do your research in secret, but what are you going to do with the research then? It's better to just completely leave it alone. Like, do not even have things that are traces that lead to it from the outside. Right, you could do some research and then like kind of camouflage the research by not directly linking it to that specific location in any way. And then that way would be a great way to research. Is like, yeah, we had a site and we figured it out, and this is kind of what is there. And like, yeah, we're not gonna tell you where the fucking location is. Yeah? Oh, you don't believe it? Well, fuck you then. I don't care that you don't believe it. Yeah? Not gonna show you just so it could be destroyed, just to satisfy your unwillingness to entertain that something like that might be real. Like, fuck those people. Yeah, fuck the skeptics. Keep it a secret. You're not going to make it mainstream. Finding it changes everything. Yeah, guess what? It doesn't change everything. It's going to be ignored, and then at some point it's going to be destroyed. That is the reality. You're not going to change the story by exposing it. And that's final. It's just not gonna happen. Only thing you can do is try to figure it out for yourself and then keep it a secret. Tell the story. Tell about your findings and make sure it's not tied to the actual location where that's from. Make sure that people can't find it, because they're just going to end up finding another geopolitical excuse to then destroy it, have it be destroyed by the military. Yeah, so just do not expose it. Yeah, the dams, yeah. Flood the sites. Yeah, I know, it's monstrous. It's cultural mass destruction for absolutely no good reason. Right? All you can hope for is that at some point it can be unflooded and that there's still enough around there to be able to figure anything out about it. But probably the majority of things are going to be just destroyed by the water, and that's horrendous. It's another form of destruction. So, like, archaeologists can literally go fuck themselves. I mean, from this perspective, like, archaeologists, mainstream archaeologists that supposedly do this, they should just fucking be shot. Like, fuck you. For your egotistical crap, all you do is just expose some historical stuff, not get it through, and then it gets destroyed. Hey, Seeking Star, is that the real you? That's the real you. Could you hit me up on Skype? Or wait, could you email me? That's better. I don't think I have you on Skype. Yes. Okay. Sure, I can email you. Awesome. Yeah, if that's real you, Seeking Starwood, I mean, I haven't heard from you in months. Are you still in Mexico? What have you been up to? Try to find a previous mail of yours. It's been such a long time, though. Come on. Yeah, it is you. Awesome. Yeah, good to see you again, Seeking Starwater. It's been a long time. I didn't know if you were ever gonna come back. People were like, the trolls were making all kinds of rumors and all that shit. Like, she couldn't stand it anymore. She had to leave. Been visiting 90-year-old mother. Rest home. Alright, take care of your mother. Okay, fair enough. Dude. She doesn't know who her family is anymore? Ah, damn, that sounds like, it's not gonna last super long. Sorry to hear that. But I mean, she is 90 though. Oh my god. Alright, you got a wrench. Fuck the troll. Yeah, tell me about it. Yesterday was all trolls. But today they're not showing up. Although of course they do have the bot downvote piling on. Before I even started the show, they had like minus 40 downvotes, so it's ridiculous. Okay, so it's just dementia. Yeah, but I mean, dementia like has a very bad influence on your physiology too. It's not just gonna be mental conscious state. Eventually it will like start to wear on other physiological aspects too. You stopped by before? Oh, okay. I hadn't noticed. Right. but no, you got a wrench, so now I just know it's you. Used to eat. Right. Yeah, that's tough. That's very tough. But where's she living? Is she like in Mexico too, or in the United States? Right. I gotta take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The show must go on. Back. Blast something. Oh, it's getting a bit more chilly in here. The sun not hitting the wall on the balcony anymore. Frozen? Frozen what? Did the screen freeze up for you or something? I mean, Both Rumble and OBS seem to be running just smoothly, so might be on your end there. Ah, you get an apple tree. Ladder sage, awesome. Cool. I hope you get some good apples from that. Fuji apple tree. Nice. Sorry, in the meantime, I'm just scrolling around on X. Hey. Hey, hello, keep me in your fear. What the? Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa, you guys want to see a weird ass ball of lightning? Take a look at this. I've never seen this one before. I mean, I don't know if it's real, but it certainly looks damn interesting. So, yeah. Apparently some ball lightning going around the parking lot of a mall wreaking havoc. And it just looks almost like it's like a living creature, the way it moves. It's like, what the hell? Yes, please. Okay. What? Well, what did you miss? Well, the talking of this show was the subject. That was like the first hour, as usual, and nobody was there. And then, as I was rounding out the show, suddenly Flatter Sage popped up, and then Seeking Starwater popped up, and Carrots of Fire, Gofuk Yusef, whatever that was, and then you came up. So that's why the show's still going, but I'm kind of like done talking most of it. So if you really want to know about the subject, you're just gonna have to watch like that first hour. That's when I put it all down. That's what the title's about. Oh, and the weather is absolutely gorgeous over here. Beautiful. Very strange indeed. Yeah. Well, that is also the reason why I like to scroll around on X, because you get to see all kinds of things that you expect to be unbelievably rare, but now I guess there's so many people just running around everywhere with their mobiles that even extremely rare events have just become like almost a regularly occurring thing, effectively. Because I mean, ball lightnings, to actually get that on camera, that is like one of the most rare type of things ever. A more rare thing would be getting a Bigfoot on camera or something. that's even more rare. And then people won't believe it anyway. And you only even realize that it is a Bigfoot because there's weird, like, phasing out moments that just don't make any damn sense, right? Otherwise you just think like, what is this large monkey or something doing there? That's just weird. But even, yeah, because it apparently typically phases out and back in, that's the thing that makes people realize like, wait, this is not a monkey and this is not a giant ape, it's a what is this? It's just disappearing ape-like creature, Bigfoot. So that's how it becomes established it's Bigfoot, because it's intricately tied in, the whole phasing thing. Specific, not becoming cloaked invisible, but literally like phasing out physically, enabling to walk through walls. Well, because the wall's not there when you're phased out. Just jump through the wall without as much as a scratch or opening anything. Right? So they don't become cloaked and then invisibly move. No, they literally phase out and then they can just reappear at a distance without any traces that they had to like maneuver through what's physically there. So henceforth the phasing effect that's intricately tied in with Bigfoot. And I'm interested about all that as a curiosity. Like I talked like half an hour about that on Earth Awakenings yesterday. It was great. It's just an interesting lore. And I like the idea of it. I like the idea that there's actually another type of humanoid species still out there, and despite how the world has been, that they still survive and persist. And still get spotted, even current day. Because it seems like all those old world remnants and non-human humanoid species, they all just seem to like get destroyed by the same people that destroy ancient sites, that just want to destroy the not human exclusive ancient world and all its remnants. They just don't want that to exist in people's minds. And I think they probably at some point in history like totally like hunted down and exterminated entire species like that we never even heard of, just because they weren't human. It's unbelievably evil that that's happening. And so I'm glad that the Bigfoot, like they can't be snuffed. They just phase out, nothing can be done about it, and they persist, they survive. And I'm really, really happy about it. That this genocidal scum, organized scumbags that destroy all that there's something that they can't get. I like that idea. That there's some things in the world that just can't be destroyed by them. Caveman race wars. Right. Well, the thing is, since they can phase out of this physical realm and persist somewhere else in a non-physical place, that means that they do not have like this fundamental base of operation that they could just like put a giant bomb on. It's like their base of operations, if you're going to see it like that in military terminology, like can't be destroyed, can't just be blown up, can't be, oh, it's over there, big bomb, boom, and they're all dead. Like they just can't do it because it's not in a physical place, and I'm really, really happy about it. And I hope to see that potentially in my lifetime. It's not a guarantee that in my lifetime I will see that day where those destroyers like get permanently taken down, get relieved from the levers of control over this world, and that all these ancient beings can literally come out of the shadows, and that all the findings can finally be revealed to the world because it's safe to do it and they're not just going to be inevitably destroyed that way. Like, I'm really looking forward to something like that. But I don't know if I'm going to see that day within my lifetime. I really hope so. But I mean, there's absolutely no guarantee that it'll succeed. I mean, we don't even know how fast that specific power group is. We can't even like specifically pinpoint it to a singular group name or anything. It just seems to be, there's these people are involved and they are involved, but they're all like parts of all these like secret clubs and organizations, and it's like hard to really pinpoint to like one thing, one core thing that could be used as like a designation to start actually targeting and routing them out. And it probably organized it that way just for that reason, just to make it very hard to route them out. But it's got to be done. Destroyers of history, destroyers of other species, they have to go. They have to be taken out, annihilated, and prevented to ever become capable of getting the reins on the rule of this world ever again. Could it be a different type of human or a completely different creature altogether? I think it is like an altered humanoid. So, and I mean, there's been a lot of altered humanoids. So you could say this is what came out of the Age of Wonders. You could blame the fallen angels who basically enabled re-engineering of living species. They are probably, in that sense, an ancient world re-engineered humanoid species. Where some humanoids back then were figured out to have the trait to be able to phase in and out, and then they like isolated the optimum genetics for it and then created an entire species out of it that became the Sasquatch. And it would have been like one among like who knows how many, thousands, hundreds of thousands of different humanoid beings. And then like in all directions, like insectoid, reptilian, like imagine it would have been there. Wish I could properly study their customs. Oh, you might get a chance if you're really serious about it. Like, if you really want to attempt something like that, sounds weird, but like go to Karen B. Like, she says that she actually interacts with them. So it's a good start, good lead, right? But on the other hand, like the Bigfoot, the Sasquatch may simply not be very eager to get into direct contact with humans because of like sensitivities, because of mental sensitivities. Like they might like are more mental pollutions from just generations of propaganda and all kinds of weird shit that we've mentally been subjected to, like that presence of that kind of mind might literally hurt them just to be in the vicinity of that they have like a mental allergy to the way that humans have become through all the propaganda and programming, right? Not just by the communication of information, but like what that does to our overall radiance. So that might be a reason why they're like not eager to get into contact with any humans, with very rare exceptions. Where's all the Bigfoot photos? Yeah, they're all over the place apparently, and live footage. Somebody brought that up yesterday, even when that was a conversation, that in a park they caught what seemed to be like a Bigfoot that was literally running, almost like hunting buffaloes, like caught on camera from multiple angles and all that. They said they didn't actually link up to the footage, but there seem to be way more regular sightings of actual Sasquatch now, since there are tons of cameras, but it's like handheld cameras. Like they can feel your presence. Like they're not going to be secretly filmed with your mobile because they can probably sense that you're there, like your flesh being, your energy. So they mostly tend to get caught on secret hidden cameras, which apparently they don't really sense overtly. Making noises that freaked me out because I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I bet. Right? I mean, Carrots of Fire, the thing about Bigfoot is that these beings, they look if the earth was flat, well, there should be plenty of evidence videos for it now. And they're not. Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? So there should be all this evidence, and there isn't. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. What the fuck, Rumble? What the hell's going on? Okay. Hopefully it'll work now. The OBS was just continually red lighting and just totally cracking down. Not Rumble, it was OBS. Just continuous red light. I closed it and basically started back up, and now it seems to be back green. So I think it's fixed. Don't know. Why the hell that happened? Like, just out of nowhere. Almost like the pipes were getting clogged. What? Okay. Well, closed the stream down, started it back up again, and it's green for now, but I'm sure that in 1 minute it's gonna go back in the red and just cut it off. So whatever's going on, OBS seems to just want to completely cut off the stream. Out of nowhere. So who knows how long this is gonna last. If this keeps up, I will just round out the stream. I have no idea where this all just came from. It's the second time I basically restarted OBS. Now it seems to be staying in the green. I don't know how long that lasts. So give it a minute. And it'll go back to breaking down probably. But maybe not. It was just a clog in the pipes. I don't know what that was. But I think we're back now. In the red thing, then I'm probably just gonna round out the show. It's, yeah. Right. Just refreshing. Oh, it's back in the green, at least. Right, anyway, don't forget to Rogan's it up if you're liking today's show. I'm having a lot of fun. First hour was very interesting, and then the second hour was also amicable, despite all the OBS stalling. Right, anyway, 2-minute break, we'll be right back. Mississippi, Australia. And most deadliest creature? It's like poisonous stings or something, right? At its back feet or something, wasn't it? It's a very strange creature. It's my favorite animal. I mean, a cat, basically, but I like all kinds of animals. But yeah, I do really connect with cats. On a telepathic level. But I mean, certain dogs that are attuned in a way, like I really connect with them too, but same goes for even for birds, so. But if I had to choose one, it would probably just be cats. Certain types of cats. Not all of them. There's cats that are just like annoying. Mantis shrimp. Yeah, well, they are very interesting. I wouldn't say like, oh, I really love it, but they're fascinating though. Indeed. Yes, them punching out of their enclosures. Yeah, I mean, they are gonna potentially wreck whatever you put them in. Because they could just do that vacuum punch, which will shatter anything. Like, unless you put them into like a steel box, and then they might have trouble getting out of that. But yeah. You can't like put them in glass, because then they just might end up shattering it. Fiberglass cage. What? I don't know. I don't know how well that's gonna hold water. I think fiberglass is also very breakable. But I mean, maybe fiberglass and like the hardening resin type stuff. Maybe, yeah, maybe that could work. I don't know. I don't think it's like completely impervious from being able to shatter it though. But it's going to be slightly less vulnerable than glass, I think. There's videos out there of people that have that. Like, it's not cool. It isn't. Like, they're gonna get bored and they're gonna be like an out of control child that's just gonna like monkeys, when they get in moods, they literally trash absolutely everything. So, no, not cool to have a monkey as a pet. Unless you're just okaying that they're going to be locked in a cage. Because if you're going to let them out in the open, they are going to trash absolutely everything at some point. Teach him how to do my chore. Yeah, good luck with that. But you're gonna spend more time and energy just keeping him in line and make him do all that than it would to just do your chores, dude. And like, you never get free time off again. You'll always have to occupy yourself with like dealing with the monkey then. So no, that's not a good idea at all. This is, you would never lock them in a cage. Well, then you'd literally be fucked then. Right. Capucine monkeys, maybe. Yeah. But I mean, no. But I mean, do whatever you like, man. But if you got a busy life, like, all it's gonna do is make you even more busy. That's just a fact. I mean, just, you want to really know what it's like, try to just take care of somebody else's monkey or something first, like, or at a zoo or whatever, before you actually, like, do it yourself. Like, you should really realize what it's really like. It's not just fun and games. Like, you can get them to the point where they get out of control and then you're permanently fucked. Yeah? They're not just automated good servants. Like, no, they are not. It's very difficult to actually train monkey like that. The people out there that do, like, they literally do it their entire lives. Raise the monkey from birth and, like, they're basically their parents permanently. Yeah, that's the kind of dedication that will then eventually yield them to seem like they're servants. Those masters are going to be occupied with those monkeys like the rest of those monkeys' lives. So, lions and cheetahs, okay. You're in a very safari mood today, Platter Sage. It's hilarious, by the way, how the viewing numbers literally go down now after over 2 hours. Only 8 watching, when there was like 20 first hour. Were they just all trolls and they just got bored? I don't get that. But it's all fine with me. I mean, I don't care. I'm more concerned with who's actually willing to interact with me while the show is live. That if nobody's there, I'll just fill it in, right? I'll just start talking as I do, typically, first hour of the show, as I did today. It was great. It was a great set of subjects. It was very inspired. Some new developments, something that's kind of rare. And after that, just a kind of social calling with my followers in the chat. Didn't even notice any trouble. No, there weren't any. Nobody tried today for some damn reason. Maybe they're actively doing like a weird him out policy where they do back and forth. One day just keep overrunning me with the trolls in the chat, and then the other day they just don't show up at all. And maybe they're just like trying to keep me off guard in with their weird tactics. And like, it's not working. Like, you guys, I mean, how pathetic is that, right? They've been at it for like years. I've already done this sort of thing and it never works. I'm still here, still doing what I do. It doesn't stop me. I am gonna round out the show now though, because I'm getting hungry. It's been 2.5 hours. I think it's been a pretty good show, except for when the OBS started cutting out. I don't know how much was lost. I mean, I wasn't like in the middle of a complicated explanation. So maybe some of the Bigfoot talk, some of the Sasquatch talk might have been cut out. I'm not sure. Hopefully in the recording it did all come through, even though it didn't come through in the live stream. We'll see. But yeah, it was interesting. Thanks everyone for coming, and I'm glad that I stayed around even after I had finished rounding out and somebody popped up in the chat. So I'm rounding out again. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me a super chat over to Rumble Live Chat, or subscribe to my channel. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I still need it and gonna be needing it. So please support your local Arwin. That would be great. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2274 on a Monday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this weekend and a Sunday. Hope you got beautiful weather like I do. And yeah, until the next video, keep it flat.